So we're ready to roll. Let's take a look now at the lineups. Brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. And for these Blazers, Maurice Cheeks in his 4th year as head coach, coaching a team that can try a man's soul. Previous 7 years before coming to Portland, assistant with the Sixers. You can see they have altered their starting lineup, virtually going to 3 forwards. Zach Randolph averaging a double-double. Shareef Abdur-Rahim with a 26-point game last night. And Nick Van Exel, this will be his 8th start. He's come on replacing Amare Stoudemire at the starting point guard position. Mike D'Antoni returning home after splitting a 2-game road trip. He said, we've hit a period of 5 games where we've just gone through the motions, and we need to make a New Year's resolution to enjoy the game and play the way it's supposed to be played. Same starting lineup. Quentin Richardson the last time against Portland had 37 points. We will not have Barbosa tonight, so Johnson and Nash will have to play more minutes. And Amare Stoudemire with 10 30-point games. To Joe Johnson, they'd like to get him started. He's only been shooting 28% in the last 6 games. Back out to JJ, 7 on the shot clock. Quentin's going to move in, goes baseline. Too deep, didn't have a shot, and picked off by Abdur-Rahim before.
You worry about him when he's on the court, period. I don't care if he goes 0 for 10. He can stick a dagger in the hurry.
Look at this. Nice sets up Amare beautifully. We just take that for granted anymore. Yeah. Randolph played very little last night. He's been having tendonitis in the knee. And Darius Miles, a guy who really didn't have a grasp of how to play this game coming out of high school.
Into the starting lineup. Didn't start early on.
Marion trying to feed it inside, and it's picked up. Another guy who scored points in a hurry. Miles is going to pop again. And Miles is a close friend of Quentin Richardson, is probably saying, hey, I want to show you what I can do. Well, the early advantage to Portland. Handoff to Nash. Return. Pick and roll. Amare, and he follows his own shot and tips it in.
A la Sean Marion.
Off it comes to Miles. He dumps it into Randolph. Miles again, he's got the hot hand. Not this time, tipped up, and Shareef Abdur-Rahim gets the tip. He's had elbow problems, but has come back down, has been playing very well. 26 points last night, and Amare continues to impress, and he ties it at 6.
You know, he's the move. You'd love to get Zach in foul trouble.
And Randolph, who last year was one of 5 players in the league to average a double-double, gets a little running hook, and it's 8-6 Portland. Put up into the corner, Abdur-Rahim, 5 on the shot clock. There's that spin move of his, and the rebound Randolph, and that's what he does. He has a presence in the paint. He actually wanted, but there was a great look there. All deflected by Quentin, and Marion comes up with it. Out to Quentin, makes the 3, moves in against his friend, and uses the glass, and Miles says, wow, I didn't see you do that very often. 10-8. From outside, Miles again, and the rebound by Joe Johnson. One of the things Johnson has done, he's continued to rebound, even though he hasn't shot well. And there's Q with the 3-ball, the first of the night. And Q is proud on the 3-point zone at Fulton Homes. He was sitting on the bench virtually for 2 years. There's Derek Anderson, can't get it. Got Abdur-Rahim had it blocked by Amare, but there to recover it was Zach Randolph.
These guys off of the glass.
Look at the offensive boards. 5. There's Amare. Powers it in. Off balance, and still got it to go. So, with that big body.
That's it.
Here's Anderson now with a 2, and won't go. And there's a follow by Darius Miles. And Miles has come out here, Eddie, and scored 6 quick points.
Well, to get to the offensive glass, they have a lot of quickness on the floor.
Sean Marion misses everything. Brings it out now to Van Exel, the southpaw. Shoots it badly. Rebound by Amare. And stolen by Randolph. And Randolph able to make him pay, and he gives him a 3-point lead. Points. He's missed a couple here early. There's a steal by Nash. Nash pokes it away. Here we go, the other way. Holds it up to Joe Johnson. Feed to the trailing Amare. They set up. Amare takes it to the hole. Suns basketball. Gets to Stoudemire. And Cheek said Sebastian plays beyond his years. Of course, he's a rookie sensation out of Brooklyn, New York.
They like him. I was talking to Tim Gergowitz before the game, and he said the kid is tough.
After this fireworks early, Shareef moves in. There's that spin move. I'm telling you, that's a patented move of his. Here's a rebound by Sean Marion. Brings it out to Nash. Nash surveys the court to Casey Jacobson, who just checked in. And Case to the hole. Top break on the shot. Beautifully executed, it just would not go.
Well, he was thinking about the bump that he was going to get, and no one touched him.
And Derek Anderson, the nice feed from Van Exel.
These guys have to like this tempo that the Suns play with. I'm sure they were looking forward to this game, and it's shown.
Nash now off to Marion, feeds inside. Stephen Hunter, who came in, had it partially blocked. He thought he was fouled. No call. It goes back to Portland. Inside it goes to Randolph. Bounces into Marion, blocked by Stephen Hunter. It'll be Portland ball, but Stephen Hunter with the rejection, his 33rd of the year.
Yeah, and what the Suns have to be careful about, and Sean Marion, this with the block there, which was probably a foul, but Sean Marion got bailed out by Stephen Hunter. He allowed
this game. We're at a fast pace. 18-15 in favor of Portland. Q trying to tie it. Cannot. Randolph for the rebound. He's averaging 10-6 a game and a steal by Q. And had a big game last night. 26 points. Here is Q on the fly. Beautifully done. That's two, Eddie. He's kissed off the glass. Nash seeing the entire court. Q again. And there's a good example. Inside and out. Another three. And Fulton Holmes donates another $150 to Suns charities. With 10. Nobody else for the Suns has scored except Stoudemire and Quentin Richardson.
Nice balance scoring.
Yeah. Here's Anderson, baseline. And I tell you, Darius Miles is going to try to prove something tonight.
He can play. I think the key.
Game 2. Here's Van Exel. Brisbilla feeds in. Nice pass to Randolph. Randolph is just a hard worker inside.
He really is.
Intended for Hunter, broken up by Randolph. Out it comes to Van Exel. Van Exel leading Randolph. Randolph isn't a great jumper. That may be hard to get done. He hardly got off the floor that time. Then they get Randolph, who sneaks back on the floor and is fouled. They forgot about Randolph, who had fallen down behind the basket. It's only been two guys, Amare Stoudemire and Quentin Richardson, 20 points in the ball game. Hey, this day in the NBA is sponsored by Paddock Pools, where all your backyard needs. January 2nd, 1987, the Indiana Pacers beat the Los Angeles Clippers. I think he really retired as the all-time leading steals leader.
Yeah, well, in one area he didn't get credit for, he's a great distributor as well, because he had some offensive talent on that team.
Good, it's a very good point, Eddie. And here is JJ, and we're going to have a foul by Johnson over the back.
You have to just get mad, and I think that forces you to step up your game a little bit.
Well, you're mad at me all the time. I thought maybe that's just the way you always were. Brisbilla now, a little jump hook inside. A strong game last night, 18 points. He's always been tough for the Suns. They got it in deep. Abdul Rahim was in deep. There was nothing they could do. Well, they had 57 points, Eddie, to back up your point last night from the bench. And there's a way to come back. Nice feed to Amare. And Amare now with 12 points. First quarter, Derek Anderson, Casey Jacobson playing some good D. Damian Stoudemire feeds in to Patterson, and they got it off before the buzzer. And a 30-point first quarter for Portland. Intensity, that's of concern. Here they find Patterson wide open, and they lead it by 8. Rebounds. It's given them a lot of those points. Portland with 20 rebounds to the Suns 7 overall. There's Damon Stoudemire. Stoudemire went into a shooting slump, lost his starting role, but last night was 4-4 from three-point land.
He's had to come off the bench, and he's an offensive player, so he's going to stay productive.
And Casey answers at the other end, and Fulton Holmes will donate another $150 to Suns charity. Casey's really been shooting the ball well. Ruben Patterson counted, and it'll be a foul as Sean Marion tried to duck outside.
Those guys, but you hope Joe Johnson can get it going as well.
Have you, would you ever believe, though, that only two guys would have scored after 1 quarter of play? And there's the follow. And beautiful follow. Sean Marion coming inside with a follow. Hits it.
As a basketball player, you enjoy playing against teams that run the ball. And the Suns have shown the ability to overcome any odds this year at doing that.
Ball game. Marion had missed his first 5 shots. In it comes Brisbilla. Brisbilla rejected by Stephen Hunter. And it comes down to Marion 3-on-1 to the trailing Amare. A balance to the count. Oh, another one of those incredulous shots by Stoudemire. And
ever since the end of last year, he concentrates. There's Stephen Hunter doing what he does best. Amare Stoudemire never settles for just 2 free throws. He keeps his concentration. He understands.
Up now to Stoudemire. They have a really small backcourt right now, and Stoudemire's heating it up and go in the first half. And right now, they're being matched trip for trip by this Portland team. The Blazers, the 13 points off the bench, but it's been the Amare Stoudemire show, 16. You just never tire of watching this guy play. Here's Sharif, batted away. Amare got it off his person. It'll go now to the Suns. Nice defensive effort by Stoudemire. To score in this ball game, tries to shake Stoudemire. He'll pull up, and that breaks the scoring ice. Marion caught him and comes up with it to Amare. Amare back the other way. Spin move, and he's fouled by Perspilla. Did you see Amare dodge the defender?
Oh, yeah.
Stoudemire out here.
Because the ball is consistently in his hands, he's had to really adjust to doing a lot of things. And one of those is finding the open man and getting him the basketball and then doing this, which he does as good as any power forward right now. The goal there is probably to limit those type of runs.
Here is Damon Stoudemire, brings it outside to Telfair. Telfair goes in, and they like this guy. He was the all-time leading scorer in New York City history. Broke the record of Kenny Anderson.
Saw there, he will be difficult to guard.
Inside, beautiful pass by Joe Johnson, and Amare stuffs it home. Here's Telfair again, brings it out now to Randolph. Stoudemire and Telfair both at 5'10", playing in the backcourt, and both of them are playing big. Now with 9 for Portland, the other Stoudemire. Here's Stephen Hunter. Hunter, nice reverse, beautifully done.
Excellent foot movement right there. He
gets it out to Stoudemire. Look out, he's feeling it. Doesn't get this one. Rebound by Joe Johnson. Joe hurrying up the floor. Dribbles between two defenders. Takes it from the corner. And the three rims out. Marion hustle rebound. In it comes to Hunter. Hunter lays it in and gives credit to Sean Marion.
No, the Suns bench helped. I mean, the Portland bench has put up a bunch of numbers so far in the game, 17. But Stephen Hunter and Casey Jacobson at least got 7.
Nice poke away by Joe Johnson, and he's fouled on the way up to the basket.
Quick, and then they come back with Nick Van Exel.
I tell you what, Eddie, they look like a team that should be better than 14-14.
They do.
After coming out of high school, came in the league, the Clippers, traded over to Cleveland. Just bouncing around. Here is a foul away by Stoudemire, and Abdul Rahim with great touch with the follow has tied it up.
Again, now, because their point guards love to shoot the ball. That slows it down at times.
How is that for a deluxe assist? A typical Steve Nash assist. Who led the NBA in block shots for the 3rd time in the last 4 years. Abdul Rahim can't get it to go. Amare rips it down off to Nash to the trailing Marion. Beautifully done. You never get tired of this kind of basketball.
You really don't. Just run the floor. You will get rewarded from Steve Nash. The trailer. Thank you very much, Sean Marion. As he did this year, why not?
I agree. Here's Miles backing down. He got his buddy Quentin backed into where he wanted him, and it's a 2-point game.
It's an area the Suns have to continue to get better at.
Joe Johnson battling to try to come up with it. Nash digs it out. 7 on the shot clock. Nash goes in, feeds Amare. Amare a little off balance. Joe Johnson tries to get it. Shot clock expired. Did he get it down? They're going to count it. They're going to count it. Something, he was holding it down to his side. Looks like he'll be okay. There he has the ball now. Tries to feed inside. Broken up by Marion with another steal. JJ ahead. Floats through the air. Count it? No, they're going to call the travel.
So here's the first attempt. I thought maybe he got fouled there. Joe Johnson hits the ball on the rim on his rebound, and, well,
but they didn't. The shot clock continued on, though.
Well, you
can see 10 turnovers now by the Trailblazers. 3:54 to go in the first half. Suns up by 4, their biggest lead of the game. They trail earlier by 11. Randolph, the southpaw. Sometimes he's not pretty, Eddie, but he's very effective. Out now to Q. Q will go into the corner, and the shot misses. Joe Johnson digs it out. Did not hit the iron, so there's 12 seconds on the shot clock. A feed intended for Q. They've got 8 seconds left now. Marion knows that. Wheels in. Tried to get to Joe Johnson. Broke it up. It'll be Suns ball, but only 2 seconds on the shot clock.
It's one of those stats, it's good to have and good to see, but it doesn't help in negotiations.
You don't like that. I can tell you weren't impressed at all.
Well, I couldn't use it in negotiations. I mean, I played here with the Suns, and we knocked another one down.
That's it at 12 points and 9 points for Damon. Out it comes to Van Exel. He gets Nash in the air, deflected out. Good hands that time by Sean Marion.
There again, he leads the team in deflections as well.
It's amazing he comes in to start the night, Eddie, with 56 steals and 55 blocks. That's a very unusual statistic.
He dominates in the offensive and defensive category.
Miles with a tough shot, doesn't get it. Marion back the other way. Leaves it for Amare. Here's Q. Q will take it to the hole. Abdul Rahim. He played at California. He broke a lot of records. All Pac-10 player. There's the fourth steal of the game for Marion, and he continues to hammer it in.
You always wonder because all I did was just take it in and lay it up off of
Sean Marion.
You know, I mean, watch that on the steal. You can see him thinking now. Okay, what am I going to do? Okay, well, I just tomahawk it in. I mean, you just don't know. Too many dunks. You know, if he's like me, it's like, okay, you just better just lay it up over the rim and be happy.
57-49. 147 left to go in the first half. Van Exel back in, feeds it into Abdul Rahim, broken up by Q. Out it comes to Nash. Miles will come after him. Nash still has not taken a shot, and that's blocked from behind by Darius Miles.
And he has not taken a shot.
Just shows
that wouldn't happen to me.
No kidding. And there is a foul by Abdul Rahim.
You get a little cocky, and you get in the game, and you don't shoot them as good because you think it's going to go in.
And it comes now to Abdul Rahim, feeds it out to Miles. Miles Q in his face, and doesn't get the bounce. And Randolph with an unorthodox follow.
They don't try to get the ball up in a hurry so they can get another possession.
And there they go, Miles, and Marion got him. Marion almost pulled off the block, but there was body contact.
Isn't that a part of the game? I think the difference, Gary, is that their point guards are offensive-minded. And Steve Nash can score, but he's not offensive-minded in that area.
And we're going to have a loose ball foul, and it's going to go on Randolph. 22 points have come back strong in this quarter. They have outscored Portland now 39-22. Quick outlet. Where did Randolph sneak in? He didn't even come back to the other end. Somebody lost him. I don't know how in the world he got down there. Here is Nash, a running left-hander, and he hits that.
I'm going to call Randolph sneaky.
All right. Just because this is what he loves to do, and he got it to go, and that'll count. And this quarter was brilliant for the Suns. They outscored Portland 41-26.
Well, an exciting basketball game is what you like to see. The Portland Trailblazers trying to hang in there. Let's see if they can hang with this tough-minded Phoenix Suns ball club. Move the basketball off the dribble. That time, Nick Van Exel got a hand on it.
Excuse me, Eddie. Off it comes now to Van Exel, and he's hung up in the air. And here come the Suns. Q will finish easily, and the Suns out running, and they get a dividend. Now by the Blazers, led to 18 points in this game. That's big. Here now is Abdul Rahim. He is so silky smooth. He's a player. Thus far, 3 of 9 behind the line. And there's Van Exel trying to feed Randolph. Abdul Rahim digs it out, blocked by Marion. Good defense by Sean. So they now will give him 21 seconds on the shot clock. They've moved it up. And here is Anderson now. Followaway, and Derek Anderson, the former Kentucky standout who played on that NCAA championship team at 96. Van Exel with 7 on the shot clock. Wedges his way in, gets it to Abdul Rahim. It's swatted away. Here comes Nash the other way. And as he goes down the middle, he's going to get the foul. 6'9". I mean, he's all arms and legs. Randolph, that should be an offensive foul. He runs in and over Q.
And if you're going in, because there's some guys that's been in this league here that had ugly shots and the ball went in. Clyde Drexler, Tim Hardaway. I mean, you can name a lot of guys. Michael Redd with that quick, ugly release he had, but it goes in because he has confidence.
Now, Ty with a 3. Here's Van Exel, and you can see the shooting. The Suns really struggling, and that's going to be a foul inside.
You're on it as a defense. You're not worried about banging inside with somebody all night.
Marion with 7 rebounds to go with 10 points. Nash dumps it into Sean. Sean elevates, count it, and the foul on Abdul Rahim. 10 plus assists in 20 of 29 games. And he already has 8 here in the third quarter. A 3-point play by Marion. Here is Anderson. Anderson starting to feel it now after hitting a couple. Nice job by Marion. He poked it away and got the rebound.
Well, that was an athletic rebound.
Yes, sir. And Amare fouled on the way to the basket by Darius Miles. Part of the night, 4th in the league. Amare at the line again. Amare getting there a lot. He's hit half of them now. Go. Anderson brings it out now to Van Exel. They load it inside to Miles. Kick it outside. Anderson wide open look. You could see this guy starting to find the range and get some confidence. Games last year, the herniated disc in his back. He has 6 points in this quarter. Shot missing by Nash. Amare digs it out in the corner. Marion to Amare to the hole. Beautifully done.
How does he make that shot? I mean, he took a hit in the head that time.
Away from his 11th 30-point game. Miles gets it in low, then almost threw it away. Van Exel, don't get this guy going. That's a three.
They got lucky there.
168 now. We're back to a 3-point game. Amare gets it outside to Joe Johnson. 10 on the shot clock. Joe goes in, keeps going to the left hand. Nicely done. He just kept going. No one stopped him.
They got Derek Henderson on his hip.
63% of this quarter.
And still losing.
36.
That has to be discouraging somewhat in that they aren't ahead in this ballgame.
There's a little jump hook by Darius Miles, and he does the cue pounding of the forehead, and it's a 3-point game, and Miles has 14 points. A moment ago in the third quarter, he's open again, and he's going to pop a three. Not this time. And the rebound cleared and hammered home by Darius Miles.
Well, he's elevated his game. He's too cold. He can't hit that shot.
Here's cue off now to Stephen Hunter. Hunter, nice move. Those are things Stephen Hunter wasn't doing early in the year.
He surprises you every game with something that he does. But
he's going to come back in as you speak. Here's Van Exel picked up by Nash. Van Exel running one-hander, and Nash fouled it. Ask you, look where Nick Van Exel lines up for his free throw. Now, why does he do that?
I don't know why, and I've always asked myself that question. But I think the key thing with any free throw is you have to feel comfortable on the line, and you don't argue with it.
1 of 2, it's a 2-point game. Joe Johnson floats. Got it. Joe Johnson's had a couple of nice floating shots. 8 points for JJ. Miles has really played a strong game. 16 points and 8 rebounds. Backs in. That should be an offensive foul. And it's not. Miles' shot goes. Marion hit the deck. No harm, no foul, I guess.
Well, 30 wet. And so how did he knock Sean Marion back that hard?
And there's JJ, and you said it. He hit the three. And brings it off now to Ruben Patterson. Patterson, a bulldog, goes into the left hand. I mean, he will attack you.
He is dirt strong.
37, Suns will lead. 1:15 to go in the third. Hunter goes in, pulls up, doesn't get it, gets his own rebound, gets it to JJ on a deflection. That was a great effort by Stephen Hunter, keeping it alive. Stoudemire, the jitterbug, goes inside. I mean, he is quick. Abdul Rahim against Marion, and Marion got a piece of it.
About when you go around the circle and you see a team again, they watch film, they try to find your weakness.
Quarter, about a half a second difference. Shot game clock. Amare's going to be fouled as he goes up.
He would have taken more free throws than the entire Portland Trailblazer team in this game so far. They're 7 of 11.
This could give him his 11th 30-point game, and does. 30 points for Amare. 83-79. Look at Damon Stoudemire. He got down so quickly. Casey stays with it and deflected out. A lot of contact. No foul. Mike D'Antoni can't figure it out.
Basically, I thought the police would come in and handcuff him.
And here's JOJ, and he almost hit that. I don't know if that would have counted. It may have expired time-wise, but it almost went in. So the Blazers outscore the Suns in the second quarter, 23-20.
A team that's loaded with offensive players, the ball has not seen his hands.
Telfair tries to feed it inside and broken out by Q. Good. The Maurice Cheeks brings Telfair in here to start the fourth quarter. Thrown away. Randolph comes over it. Here comes Ruben Patterson. Patterson will go to the hole. You knew he was going to continue on with that one. Well, I understand. It's like a big running back in football. No one wants to make the contact, make the tackle. And out feeds to Brisbilla. He loads it up. I thought he traveled. Gets it out to Patterson. Not able to tie it up. Outside. Shakes Patterson. Nice move. Inside it goes to Amare. Count it. 32 points and a chance at a three-point play.
Able to concentrate and get it in.
Brisbilla with his third foul of the night. The former University of Minnesota standout. Amare gets his free throw to go. Telfair will feed in now to Randolph. Randolph, that big body of his, dumps it out to Telfair with 4 on the shot clock. Damon Stoudemire, not a good look at that one. Out of good defense, out to Stoudemire. Stoudemire keeps it alive to Telfair. Telfair from the corner, not there, and batted around. Hunter kept it alive for a moment, and Quentin picks her pocket. Off it comes now to JJ, to Amare. move. He has 35 points.
Quentin Richardson got it ignited. He got the steal, and he kicked it up ahead to Joe Johnson, who saw Amare again.
Points to the Blazers, 4. As the up-tempo again paying off. Telfair kicks it out. Darius Miles with a 2. And the rebound by Casey Jacobson. They have a 14-point game last night. And he reaches in. Maybe that's the reason. And that'll be a foul on Joe Johnson. In Brooklyn.
Well, Joe dancing with the basketball too much right there. I mean, against a small guy, they can just measure you and then pick your pocket. Huh? Yeah, you got that right.
Telfair goes in, spin move, not able to get it. The kid plays like he belongs. And around. A lot of people thought that was too high to pick him. Out it comes down to Amare. Amare up, yes, and Amare now with 37. Miles kicks it out. Telfair into the corner. Abdul Rahim a 2, and Rahim makes it a 90-83 lead for the Suns. Suns have hit 3 of 7. Here's Amare facing up. You said let him touch it again, and he does. And he has now scored a career high 39 points.
And I told him coming in through the tunnel at the second.
And there is the career high, 39. He had 38 his rookie year against Minnesota. Came back with another 38-point game earlier this year. And this is the one that put him over the top.
Well, and this is the one that I think describes how good his game is now. Because
you know, it's not fair to be able to shoot that ball outside and go inside how he does. And Q, who seems to always hit the timely shot, just buried a 3. And Fulton Holmes will donate another $150 to Suns charity. Big timely shot after timely shot. Here's a good example.
Well, what about the pass by Amare, who is smoking hot himself and could have taken the shot? No one would have complained. Again, his unselfishness to get the ball to the guy that was wide open. This can run him off in a hurry as well.
John Marion at the scorer's table to come into the next break. In it comes now to Randolph. Sun shooting 55% of the quarter. And there's a nice move inside by Darius Miles. He has 20 for the night. Here's Nash going in. Feeds it beautifully to Stephen Hunter. Oh, is that fun to watch. And that is now for Nash, his 9th assist. Suns will have it. Let's go back to this feed by Steve Nash.
Well, I think Quentin Richardson surprised the Suns maybe defensively and left Darius Miles to give him that layup. But here's a penetration by Steve Nash rewarding Stephen Hunter.
This is Phoenix Suns basketball. When you have Amare, you don't have to look long for high flyers.
No, he's the only person that's flying around the court right now. And Steve Nash gives him a nice little appetizer early in the game. And Joe Johnson says, here. And Stephen Hunter says, there it is. Again, the penetration by Joe Johnson. And it's just a dunk fest by Amare Stoudemire as he really takes off hot.
They come back into live action now. Nash with 9 assists, gets it into Amare, wheels in, and they're going to wave the basket off. A foul. It's going to go against Portland. Amare just kept going in, going in. They're going to call the foul on Randolph.
Especially being 16 for 22 so far in the game, you think they would decide and change it. But this guy...
team now close to their 8th straight win at home. Trying to go to 26-4. Deflected by Stoudemire. Stoudemire continues up the floor.
I mean, it's just a show.
I guess so.
Well, you know, he's still too young to go to the club.
The 3 days rest helped him. 42. There's Abdul Rahim blocked by Amare. They're going to call a foul. That easily could have been a jump ball. And a lot of it is because of number 32.
And because people sense that he enjoys playing the game. And that's the key thing. The look on his face, the way he smiles when things happen. And how many big guys can do this? Never underestimate me again.
Hey, I guess so. There's 5 minutes left in this thing. So the free throws, it stays at 185. Portland looks like they're a little bit stunned right now. Randolph fall away, and Randolph able to hit the shot.
I think it's a guarantee.
And here's Hunter. He goes in, and he's stripped and fouled. Hunter tonight, I think, Eddie, has offensively played as well as he's played all year long. He has really worked hard before every game with his free throw shooting. He's hit his first of the night, 101.87. He just looks better at the line.
He does. I mean, everything looks better with him. And this guy's playing with a dislocated finger as well. He's
Oscar's going to come off the injured list for the next game, and he doesn't want to give up any of those minutes. As Van Exel with a nice floater. And that would be in Minnesota Tuesday night. There's the steal by Miles. Miles to the hole. 91. In it comes to Stoudemire with 42 big ones. Nope. Oh, no! I don't believe it. 44 points.
Well, they said he was raw. Yeah, he's raw, right?
Eddie, I'm telling you, it is amazing to see what Amare Stoudemire does.
This year, you saw it coming.
Here's Abdul Rahim. He's going to get a foul. Let's see what they give him, the continuation or foul before the shot. Amare didn't like the call. That will be his third foul. Done here tonight. As you look at this again.
Well, he should have let him go, and he did. But, again, the official.
Into the corner goes to Joe Johnson with that double-double. Is Amare. Well, how about 46? This is incredible what we're watching tonight.
And you know,
24 on the shot clock. Joe Johnson going in. He's fouled on the way to the basket. As Eddie would tell you, most of those have been dunks. He has been absolutely phenomenal. The line. I mean, it's touched 3 straight dunks by Amare.
And vicious. I mean, this is the athletic part. This is when a center has to guard this. No way. They can't guard him. And then being patient to let the offense work itself and then going up and knocking it down. That's just easy. No, that he has 46. And they're going to try to get him the basketball.
And as wheeling in, they're going to get a foul on Joe Johnson. He got a piece.
That's going to have a good offensive output. And that's been the difference in why the Suns have won on a consistent basis this year.
The Suns are going to win their 14th game at home. Amare went to the line. He is going to be fouled. Will go to the line now as Abdul Rahim committed the foul inside. Chambers was 60 and 56. Tony Delk, that was in Sacramento, 53 points, and Clifford Robinson, that's the record in America West Arena with 50. And touch the ball that night.
Please, come on now.
48 points for Stoudemire. Here's a chance now to give him 50, but then Marion goes up instead and scores. 112 to 95. Yeah. 6 steals now for Sean Marion. Marion coming in 6th in the league, and there's Randolph making it 112 to 97. The crowd.
This possession.
And Nash does have double figures in assists with 10. Marion misses. Rom brings it down with a minute to go. There's Miles, and he's going to be fouled as he goes up the middle of the court. Should add that Charles Barkley in a playoff game had 56 points.
I mean, you know, he's earned it.
Miles, look at him. They are hoping that somehow Amare can get 50. Look at this crowd.
I guarantee you he's getting his shot at.
Here he goes. Look at the crowd. They're on their feet. Yes! 50 points. There's a long three. Huge! With an exclamation point and another $150 to Suns Charities presented by Fulton Homes. The congratulations are in order. How many 50-point games will he have before his career is over?
I think he'll have a few more. With his energy and the way that he plays, he will have a few more. Unbelievable effort, but unselfish play by his teammates got him the basketball on a consistent basis, and he had the game of his life. 20 of 27 from the field. You can't ask for anything better, and the 50th point was the toughest one of the night.
And look at the crowd. I mean, they were absolutely on edge, hoping that somehow he would get halfway to the century mark.